Hey guys, Steve here. This is have you ever had dreams or ambition, things in your life that you wanted to complete or do that you just can't seem to get a hold of? Well, I'm gonna tell you three or four or five or maybe 15 to 20 things that may help you. Weather's getting crazy out here, so I gotta hurry up with this by the end of this video. But a lot of people ask me, where you live, Steve? What are you doing nowadays? How are you so successful with living an average life? And I just wanted to tell them about that. I got one door. See it down there? One door. That's the front door to my house. It's the only door I got, but that's the one I use the most. So that's the most important one to me. Uh, it's a good door. It does what it's supposed to do. It has a function. I stand out in the rain, do videos, stuff like that. It's gonna get wet out here. Let's check my car out here. Got a Mazda, pretty nice, good fuel efficiency, runs. A lot of people ask me, how do you afford such a car as that? And I say, you just go to work every day and don't be an idiot. So that's a good one. That's some good advice. That's tip number one. Don't be an idiot. Go get a job like a normal person. I'm not saying not to have an ambition, but just try to be a normal human being and be productive to society. I'm gonna jump underneath my. I have a closed-in car garage here, or excuse me, an open garage. Just take a look. I got a bike here. This is I got my bike. People ask me, how did you get a bike like that? And I say, don't be an idiot. Let's come to step two. Let's move it to step two. One of the other steps I'm going to tell you about here is, I got a lot of land around me. I'm out in the boons. It's nice in this area. Just way back in there. It's nice. It's raining a little bit, but that's all right. I like climate change. People ask me, how do you live in an area where there's a lot of climate change? And I tell them, I deal with it because this is where I live at. I haven't always lived in Beverly Hills. In fact, I've never lived there. So, when you're in Eastern United States, you just deal with stuff like this because we have the four seasons here. So, anyway, people ask me, how do you get, a nice bike like this? In my last video that I never shot, I had some nice stuff over here, a couple other cars, you might have laying around, whatever you got, and at the time that you need it, that brings me to number two. Just spend your money and just make sure you pay your bills. That's all. See, if you can actually budget what you're doing and pay your bills, you may actually have a life beyond living paycheck to paycheck. Now, I know not everybody can do that, and I personally have been in some hard times. Things get tough, and not all people are super as fortunate as I am to live this average life. And I just wanted to let you guys go. Oh, look, it stopped raining. See, things like this happen to me because I'm just ultra lucky like that. I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna make my way back down to the house here. I'm just try to give you guys a quick tour. There's my well house down there. That's where I get some water from. Got a little spring down here. Hey, let's run to the back of the house. Got a garage. You know what? I have rooms I don't even use. I don't even see them sometimes. Here's my basement. I don't even go in there. Don't even need that room. Doesn't even bother me that I don't need it. It's pretty cool actually. Actually, let's just take a run down here real quick. Told you got a lot of land in my backyard. I'm just run down here real quick. You guys are gonna see how things are in my neck of the woods. Let's take a look at that. That's beautiful down there. A lot of woods. There's a creek down there. I don't know if you can see that. The camera's bad. I'm using my phone. I don't have somebody to follow me around with a camera. But it's all right, if I want to go swimming or catch crayfish or something, skip rocks or, whatever I got to do, fall down a hill, that's a good place for it. There's a good story about that, but that's for another time. Let me jump up here. Just come down here. And, like I was saying, success is, to live the life, not success necessarily, but to live a life as an average person, it's an endeavor that you have to take a hold of and move forward through in order to accomplish. Not everybody can succeed in living as an average person. Some people are just so great beyond their means that they just can't even stand to be an average individual. Now, me myself, I have ambition. I have stuff going on in the background. Next time I shoot this video, I very well may be in a 50, 60 bedroom house, doing whatever I want to do. Who knows? Who knows where I could end up at right now? But right now, I'm shooting this video just to let you guys know this is where I'm at. 20 years ago, I was 11 years old. In my parents, I was at my parents' house. No money in my bank account. sleeping in the bedroom with my brother. I was sharing a room with someone, and I want to show you how 20 years from then I've come to this point where I have money in my bank, and I got a steady job, and I'm being considered for future opportunities and other aspects of my life. Let's take a look inside my house. You guys been wanting to come in. Let's take a look. Let's get in here. All right, just gonna do a quick tour here. All right, this is the mud room. Kind of another room I don't even really need. It's just keep my shoes and stuff. Look how many shoes I got. Tons. I got boots. I got let me flick the light on so you guys can see what's up in here. I got boots. Just tons of boots. Don't even care. 4 or 5 different pairs of shoes. Just hoarding shoes like I can. Take I got some stuff going on over here. Just a pile of crap. I play the lottery a lot. Hope I can win. Usually don't, but you know what? I'm okay. I'm still running the game. Look, I got some health savers here, life savers. This is good stuff. Even still good. Smells good. Got my hat. Got my fencing helmet. Do some stuff on the side. I try to have recreational activities that you do on the side so that you can promote mental and physical health. I'm a huge fanatic of exercise, and you want to be able to whenever bad things befall you, you can just fall back on your internal works that you have created for yourself. Now, it's not always that you're going to have a chance to continue doing what you used to do because something bad has happened to you. But you know what? 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to pick right back up off of where you left up at, and the progress will still be there for you. So, if you have a significant other or someone, maybe you get a bad breakup, you have yourself a situation where you lose your job or something like that. Those are terrible events. There's no doubt about that. But the fact of the matter remains is, though, that if you're lifting weights, you're consistent, you got some side hobbies, maybe you ride your motorcycle, whatever, you got a jacket or two, there's the stuff you can pick back up off you, whenever you feel like you want to do it. Let's step into the kitchen here, I like to do some cooking, got some nutrition there, cool coffee sign. So I like to do some cooking. I'm a big fan of cooking. I've always liked to cook. I don't really care too much now. I like to cook before. I had a girl a while back. I always like cooking for other people. Stuff of that nature. My mom or somebody, moms, come cook for her. I like stuff like that, trying to treat other people. Don't really care cooking much myself. I especially hate washing dishes. It's just a terrible thing. I'll leave them in there for other Steve to do later date. And then when other Steve comes along, say next Saturday, Steve, he comes along. Yeah, he's like, wow. Last Monday, Steve, he's a asshole, because so anyway, because he screwed Saturday Steve over from being able to do stuff, because now I got to clean the house for 3 or 4 hours. Maybe even get my mom to come over and help or something. So let's head into the living room. Let's go back here. I forgot. I have 4 doors in my house. It's tough to remember which one goes where. This is just the computer room in here. It's pretty crazy in here. I'm just going to give you guys a flash, that's it. It's not a big room. It's mostly storage, where I do some computer stuff at, but, nothing special. Here's the living room. This is good stuff in here. Here's my wall. Got some stuff on it. Don't really care for that a whole lot. It's not bad, but who cares? I got a couch, Try to make a list of things that I want to do throughout the next, 9 to 12 months, 6 to 12 months, whatever it may be. Mark them off as I go along. Write down other things that I did kind of impromptu or spontaneous that weren't on the list. I try to not necessarily live a regimented life, but I try to prepare myself for the things that I want to do, because you don't want to die ending up being someone that you don't want to be, because then that would be counterproductive to life, wouldn't it? Because now you're dead, but you wanted to do something, but you didn't do it while you were alive, but you're regretting not having done it while you were living, but you're going to die now. So just kind of living a counterproductive life. So it doesn't matter. So that brings me to number 3. Involve yourself in the things that you love, because too many people go through their everyday life and just basically not care. They get stuck and wrapped up into the basically the stereotype of the world, or the stereotype of the culture that they live in, or even the town or the area that they live in, and it's kind of lame actually. And I did it for a long time. You know, I was in that game for a while. Kind of disappointing actually, because you know I have a lot of potential as a person. You know, I'm just super eclectic, and you know, I have a lot of other things going on for me. I just feel that the intelligence level's there, and yeah, things of that nature. Whatever. So you know, who cares? That's stuff we could talk about for another time. You know, I got my couch in here. You know, not real big in here. Not a big deal. I don't need it. It'd be cool to have it. Don't need it though. You know what I mean? I'm just making my way through, doing what I got to do. Bathroom. You know, nobody wants to see what's in there. You know, just bathroom stuff, mirror, whatever. Not a huge deal. Living room. This was living room. Yeah, I got like 4 rooms in my house. 4 doors, 4 rooms. Kind of crazy. You know, just you know, microwave. Not a lot of people have that. You know, so I'm gonna jump into here. Here's the bedroom. Bedroom's kind of crazy, super messy. Didn't make my bed today. Got real lazy. Woke up. I gotta wash all this anyway, so it doesn't even matter. You know, this is a product of yesterday Steve hate, and now today Steve hates yesterday Steve because he didn't wash the stuff that needed to be washed, and he's pretty upset about it. So we got a whole bunch of crap all over my bed. Got to make my bed still. Kind of messy, I know. You know, not everybody has a bunch of money laying around like I do. Kind of cool. You know what I mean? There's like $12 there. You know, my bedroom's not bad. You know, bed's nice. Probably one of the nicer things in my house. Kind of got lucky when I bought that. You know, lots of credit card stuff. You know, that's another thing. That brings me to number 4. Don't involve yourself in credit card debt. Credit card debt sucks. It's good if you could pay it off, but only involve yourself in it if it is available to you to pay off at a later date. Yeah, sometimes I forget to shut doors, you know, I don't have other people to do it for me. Yeah, just don't involve yourself in credit card debt. You know, I threw about $3,800. Well, there was a whole, I'm not even gonna, you know, that's a story for another time about my other credit card debt, which actually wasn't debt because I had the money to pay it. Involved something else, not gonna get into that. I had the money to pay for this also when I bought that bed, but I ended up putting it on my credit card, and then I just threw a couple other things on my credit card. You know, I just wanted to do some stuff with my house. Made me feel better about myself. Now, when the time came and I had to pay for it, you know, that was that day Steve hating, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months ago, Steve, for being an idiot and just not paying this shit off because, you know, now I need the money, kind of need to pay my. So anyway, we get it. You know, Flavor Flav, ices, whatever those are, I don't even know. Doesn't matter. Good stuff. Take goes to work sometimes. You know what I mean? Me and the guys, you know, it's super hot at work. Throw a couple of those in the ice cooler or whatever in the freezer and get at that. So, yeah, that's pretty much my house, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't really got anything else to show you guys. What'd I say, 60, 70 steps or something like that? Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. So anyway, you know, just keep on trucking, and, you know, there probably will be a link down there somewhere, or over there, or up there, or over there. Or if there's not, just, you know, close your eyes and meditate and imagine that you're succeeding. And then every day that you wake up, you know, scream at yourself in the mirror in the bathroom until your voice is hoarse. And then you probably will learn a lesson from it. The lesson will be continue to succeed, or else you're going to continue to wake up and scream at yourself in the mirror. And until you're succeeding and doing what you want to do, you know, what I want from you is to do that, you know. Just scream in the mirror at yourself about how awesome you are and how great you are, because, you know, you are, man. Or ma'am, whatever. So it doesn't matter. So anyway, what we're going to do here is we're going to do one more walk around here. I got some bottled water there. That's a good one. I got tons of stuff on this shelf up here. Check that out, man. That's sweet. Lots of weightlifting. You know, weightlifting, I was back to that. Fantastic opportunity to take care of yourself. Exercise is always a good thing. I play some video games here and there. I like some good stuff like League of Legends and stuff like that. Big fan of it. You know, playing video games, waste of time, but at the same time, not a waste of time. Not really sure. Kind of like the disadvantages and the advantages kind of just even themselves out. But, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, if you got nothing better to do, and I don't really particularly watch TV, you know, just a couple shows here and there, Game of Thrones, whatnot. But anyway, that's beside the point. So that's a story for another time. What we're going to do is I'm going to throw up another video here, hopefully within the next couple months, you know, and you guys will see how much farther I've come from where I'm at today. But you should know though. I will continue to talk about how just 20 years ago when I was 11 years old, I was broke, man. 11 years old, sleeping in my bed in my parents' house. You know what I mean? Living with them, both my brothers in the same room. Crazy stuff back then. Just getting beat up by my brothers every day, and things of that nature. I'll show you how I took care of my advantage. Oh, this is another thing I want to tell you. I almost forgot about that. You got to have some people in your life that are going to help you out. You know what I mean? Some mentors, maybe 15, 16 of them, 70, 80 of them if you can get them. But if you can, you need some people to shoot some knowledge up into your head. You know what I mean? They got to make you understand that success in life is an important value, and you don't want to cheat yourself, because when it comes down to it in the end, go for the gold, man. You may as well, F it. Just have an F it attitude, you know what I mean? First or last, you know what I'm saying? So just go in at it. They'll teach you some important stuff about investing and the stock market and things of that nature. I do some investing here and there. I have a little, some money here and there, and I've lost a lot of money in the stock market. So that's that. So that's not a big deal. Just pay more attention to what you're doing, and not totally 100% sure or what you should be investing in. And I'm not going to give you that advice because I am not a professional, and you should not seek counsel from me in that area. However, I will tell you, excuse me, I will tell you though that you should definitely look into it and study it well, because you can make money in the stock market. I don't know how. Be smarter than I am, I guess, in it. Or, really what it boils down to is make the right investment decision, which actually isn't that hard to make. Know when to get out. That is key. That is key. So that leads me to number 5. Know when to get out. Sometimes you're just going too hot. You're like a burning star, man, and you're just gonna project yourself into oblivion is what's gonna end up happening to you. So you got to know when to hit the eject button and take what you've gotten and go. It's like playing craps at a casino or something like that. You know what I mean? Roulette. If you're on a hot streak and you're winning, there isn't this magical force that's going to make you continue to win. You just got lucky. Get out while you can, because the house will ream you at some point. They want you to stay, because eventually you're going to lose. The odds are against you. That's number 5. What am I on, 15? I don't know if I have much else for you. These camera angles. I mean, are you guys busy yet? Because I know I am. I'm probably just going to go eat a regular meal like a regular person. I just want to say one other thing to you guys, though, before I get off here. Just try to be you, if that makes any sense to you. You know what I mean? It takes a long time to figure out what kind of person you are and how far you can take it before before you can really develop your skills as a person and as a human being, and to really be inside your own soul so that you can evolve into what you deserve to be. It takes a while for things like that to happen, and not a lot of people are able to do it. Most people are not. Not a lot of people are willing to look inside themselves and really just adapt and evolve to every situation around them. Now what I want to say here is be yourself, find strength in pain, and just rally to what you need to rally to when the time comes, because there will only be one chance for that. You won't always be continually given a chance, and when the time is over, you don't want to look back and say that you effed up, because we all have. So, I just want to say that there's, I got my own, I can go outside and play badminton and stuff, you know what I mean? There's like probably lawn darts and stuff. I got some area out there I could probably do that stuff in. But I just, anyway, let me see if there's any more vehicles out here I could talk about. No, that's the only 2 that I got. Well, I got another one. I'm trying to get rid of it. It's a 92 Dodge Stealth, twin turbo, sweet vehicle, been sitting in my grandparents' house for like a million centuries. But I got it. It's there. Totally broke down. Probably useless at this point. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's not useless. Car could be rebuilt. I just don't have the means to do it right now. So, we'll see what happens with that. That's one of the other things in life that you got to worry about is not investing in stuff that's going to deteriorate over time. You want just good old-fashioned, just continue to grow and never make any mistakes stuff. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off here, and hopefully next time I talk to you, I have more money in my bank account, and we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. It's going to be tricky. There's no doubt in my mind it's going to be tricky. And yes, there is no light bulb in that van.